Well, good day, Steve Lee here. I'm just come out today to sight in my rifle. I'm about to head off deer shooting in the next couple of weeks. So one thing that I reckon's worse than anything is when you go deer shooting with the guy and he rocks up at the place you're going to shoot. He says, "I just got to sight my gun in before we start shooting." So you get out of the car or you get out of the place you're at, and he just rattles off a few shots, which sort of gives a signal to everything in the 4 kilometre radius that there's someone there shooting. So what I'm going to do today is just make sure that this gun's shooting dead on. And I've used it a fair bit before. Now this firearm that I use for deer shooting is it's a Winchester Model 70. It's in 300 WSM. I got this a couple of years ago at a gun show down in Rutherglen in Victoria. And why a 300 WSM? It's mainly because that's what was available at the day. Up until then I've been using a 270, and I had a lot of success in the early days of the 270 because I had a ticker model, or a Tika, whatever they want to call them, and I left it in my car one night. Well, actually, as great as the Australian gun laws are, back when they first came out in '96, we had to, one of the requirements was you had to leave your bolt out of your gun, so you couldn't have your bolt in your gun at any time. So a lot of the time I had my bolts in with my ammunition, and I left my box of ammunition and bolts in my car one night, and someone stole a box and made 3 or 4 of my rifles completely useless after that. So I lost that ticker then. And from that time I bought another 270 in, well, it was a Vanguard, which wasn't a bad rifle, but I never had the same sort of success as I did as the other one. So I was always looking for a better, a bigger game rifle than the 270, and something a bit better than the Vanguard. So, considering Winchester's my favourite brand, I'm probably a little biased towards Winchester because I just love the Winchester brand. I've always had a lot of success with them. The lever action 94 model, I just love it to death. So I thought I'd try something else. Got this bolt action. Now I've shot a dingo with it up in Charters Towers. I shot Ernie up there one day. I also shot a couple chital deer. Other than that, I shot I shot Redmond as well. Redmond was another deer that I shot with this, and I've shot other smaller game as well. But I take this out just to get my eye on at times. But I just brought it down here today, have a couple of shots. One thing I will say about these Winchester featherweight rifles is you're going to be carrying a gun for days or hours on end through the day, like over mountains and over rugged terrain and everything. The fact that these things are so light makes a hell of a difference when you're hunting, and you do appreciate it at the end of the day. You take another rifle. I mean, in the early days, I used to take out 303s or 7mm, 8mm. I used to take all these heavy ex-military guns, carrying them around the mountains. It nearly killed me. Remember one time I was up there shooting in the mountains in Victoria, and a guy with me, he lent a rifle to one of the guys that was coming along with us. I think it was a 3.0, and he'd carried it all day, and it was right near the end of the day. And he said to the guy, "How much is this rifle worth?" He said, "Oh, about $100. He said, "Can I just chuck it in the bushes here and I'll give you $100 so I don't got to carry it the rest of the way?" And he was serious, but the guy said, "No way, man. You got to bring it back." So he took it back, but he was prepared to get rid of it. It was so heavy. But these are Winchester featherweight. They have done a really good job with making a rifle way more comfortable. If you want a lighter rifle, I don't consider any way that this thing's got any less accuracy. I think one thing that makes it lighter is the stumpy little the Winchester short mag, so you got less bolt and everything in it, and they say that the WSM is better than the standard Magnum, the Winchester Magnum, but I don't. I think the velocity difference is so minute. I don't know if any of the animals know the difference. So, I mean, it's just preference. I think if you want a WSM or just a straight 300 Magnum, I think they're pretty well the same thing. But anyway, I'm going to take this. I've got a Leopold scope on this as well, a 3-9. So I'm just going to give it a couple of shots, make sure she's shooting right. I've got a target set up there. It's about 100 feet. So I'm going to put a couple of bullets up there, and we'll see how it goes. Just note how small of a recoil this thing has as well. I reckon it's, when I'm out there, I just don't think it kicks as much as some of the other guns I've had. Going to see how it went. I didn't really realise that those bullets were going to go through this steel plate here. Now this thing's got to be 6mm plate, and I know that I was shooting holes, but I've got a hole up there that I've shot before with a SKS with the ex-military ammo. But these soft points must be a fair bit of power and it's just going straight through. I didn't expect that to go that hard actually. Two of those shots have gone okay, so I'm going to see if I can get it sort of more on the middle, because I wasn't sure whether it was actually hitting, because I could see every time I was shooting there, I could see the dust coming behind without any much movement in this star, so I thought I actually wasn't hitting it. So I'll head back up there and have a couple more shots and see if I can get it closer to the middle. Two of those shots went either side of the star. I want to try and get right in the middle, and I only just want to come back and have a look at my rifle then. I've been shooting it on power 3. I thought it was on 9 power, but I had it around the wrong way. So I'll give it a go now with it on 9 power and see if I can do a better shot this time. Where the... Oh yeah, I can actually see the target now. Amazing. Look at that. There we go. To the right, I think. Go again. Alrighty. Try this one. A little low that time. Not going exactly where I wanted to go, but I'll just see how we go with this. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, this thing's shooting alright. I'm happy with that. Shooting good. Alright, so I might go down and shoot a couple of targets, a couple of fun ones. I've got a can of fruit down there, and I might just put something that's going to explode. We'll have a look. But Model 70 Winchester, I'm really happy with that gun. That last shot went exactly where I wanted it to, once I sort of found my place. And I think it's a good gun. And that free can's about the size of a deer's heart, so that's probably about where I want to be able to hit. Nice! I'll try and take out this fire extinguisher, eh?